Welcome, everybody. So you're welcome. There is something I want to show us before we go into our interactive section. One thing that I want you to understand is that despite this is not our core business, our main business is crypto, but we have played in the forex market before. And any business that we want to do, you all know, we always do our due diligence, we research it. Even we are saying it's not a financial advice, doesn't mean that we'll just see something and go into it. So I want to just explain to us some certain things, show us things, and then from there, we can start our discussion talking about the update on IPC, talking about things that we plan going forward. Now, I will not read everything, but I just want to talk about regulations in forests. What are their jobs? Those who regulate forests, and who are they? So why regulate forests? So I'm not going to go through to read it because it's going to take our time, but I want to pick the things that I want to pick. Because I said it is important to regulate forests because the amount of money which passes through the market every day makes it very attractive for all sorts of scammers and white-collar criminals to pervert the marketplace. So that's why they do it. So what the job? This is where I'm reading now, the job of these forest regulators. What are their jobs? It's a licensing and supervision of brokers. So they license them and they supervise them. So the process of licensing is stringent. It's hard, it's not, and usually involve ensuring that only people with certain industry qualifications are allowed to hold top positions in these forest brokers. So now ensuring brokers comply with segregation of traders' funds. Segregation is a practice where funds belonging to traders are kept in a bank account, which is separate from the operational account of the broker. So ensuring compliance with reporting standards, forex brokers are required to submit periodic reports of their activities as well as certain trade data of their clients for security and monitoring by forex regulatory bodies. So enforcement of sanctions in case of market infractions, where there are clear cases of fraudulent practice, forex regulatory bodies are empowered by law to carry out a range of enforcement activities against errant brokers. So these are the things. And then when you look at it, they look at the most important forex marketing regulators. Then look at it, the most important forex market regulators cover the jurisdictions where most of the world's forex brokerage business are located in reality. It is not possible to have forex brokers in every country. The forex market is decentralized, and therefore you will see some traders in countries not served by forex brokers opening accounts with offshore brokerage willing to do business with them. Now, the top one that they are looking at now, one of the top brokers, I'm just only picking the top, which is ASEC. That's the one that IP Capital is using. Australia Security and Investment Commission. It's one of the top brokers in the world. They have registered, they have, been like the regulators of most top brokers that I've seen. And I'm going to show you that. They're the one that regulate IPC. So when we see, these are the things that we look at for, and we say, wow, this business is well-grounded. Well, the foundation is strong than most things that people are carrying around. There's one that they talk about robots trading for you, and all that I heard from some other people who put in $10,000, $20,000, and this thing has just blew the account and is off. And the person that brought it is nowhere to be found, because that is it. Now, when you come to this place, they were not talking about the supervisory bodies regulate forex by setting standards that all brokers under their jurisdiction must comply with. They set the standards. And these standards include being registered and licensed with the brokerage body, undergoing regular audit, communicating certain changes of services to their clients, and more. Licensed forex brokers are subject to recurrent audits, reviews, and evaluation to ensure that they met the industry standards. And they still list down forex brokers. So they now list that one is still there, Australia Security and Investment Commission ASEC. Now, when you go to the third party that we're using, there are so many that we're using. Here they listed about, they said 33,867 brokers in 30 regulators. That's what IP Capital is the one here. If you look at all this, you see regulated, some are not, but these are regulated. And some of them are you have stayed for a long time. But now let's look at IPC Capital. That's what we're looking at. Now they are regulated, their score is 6.37, even when they are just new. That's regulated in Australia. That's the ASEC regulations. That's what. Now, when you go down to look at the brokerage company, the people that register them, you look at this is ASEC, regulated by ASEC. That's the Australian Security and Exchange Commission. That's the main regulators. They got a license from Canada to operate in Canada. They have in the US to operate in the US, but now the main regulator is from Australia. That's who regulate them as a forex broker. Now, if you look at this now, you can compare top brokers now. If you come here, like I showed us last week, which I said, if you come, you can go to expose like now, you get to this place, you can check some of forex brokers, regulated and non-regulated ones that have issues. But we've never seen anyone that have written for IPC Capital. Now, when you have issues here, you can report in this place. There are so many places to report on, which I will be showing us as we continue. If you have any issue, maybe your money, you didn't get it and all that, you can just come to this place and all that. You see that the amount resolved within 1 month have been 2 million plus. They resolve issues. Maybe you say you can't withdraw my deposit. You just write to them here. They will just go, because what they will do is just to report straight to the regulators, and then the regulators will take it out. What is happening? So some people will just look at it and say, okay, I don't want trouble with this person. Just give him his money, let them go. Simple, and they will resolve. And you look at here, you see, the right of quotation, the ones that they have resolved and collected the money. Some people are really, because some people, you see here about accumulated is about 33,168,000 that they have resolved. But within a month, that is this month, almost 2 million, you can see resolve in green. They have resolved the issue by you talking, okay, I don't need my money, I want my money, I need this one, and you write to them here. So you have a place to report. You are not left hanging. You get it? Just like I said last week, showing you some of these things doesn't mean that we are not saying, okay, it's a financial advice, so they ask, come and put in IPC and all that. It's still not a financial advice, but we need to show you these things as members. You need to see it. You need to know that it's available. You need to know what forms our decision to even be part of this. Look at it and say, based on research, this thing looks solid than whatever I've seen. Now, there's no good company or anything, or good site or any whatever, because no matter what, there's no perfect system, because they must have issues, they must have this and all that, and all this, how do they resolve it and how do they start going forward? But there are things that we see, we said, okay, let's calm down and look at it, because we know where we can go and lay complaint. We know what we can do, and they will just begin to look for it, because these people, they go through some measures for them to get regulated. They know them, they know everything, they have money that they have already fixed that is there. In case of anything, the regulators will use it to solve the problem. So these are the measures they go through to keep them in check. So even here, if you don't know any regulator to go and report, which is ASEC, we know that is, they have a website, they have a complaint section, they have everything. But we can decide, okay, let's go and then talk to this wiki. These are FS. This is another one, just a third party. But they have the right to now go on your behalf, do some certain things and all that, if there's anything. But these are the things we checked, and we decide, okay, let's go into this. This thing looks like solid, but because there is no risk, there's no business that doesn't have its own risk. But as human, we always try to minimize our risk. Let's go into something that we know we can believe in. Something that we can look at and say, okay, this one, at least, no matter what, we trust this one. We can do this one. Let's go in. Because I think with all these things that we've seen, at least we are sure, let's go. Because for them to go through all these things, that means they are very serious about it. There are some people that left, they go to the US, and they started promoting one company. And then these are the company, this one is still FSWay. I saw some of them talking about it. And then I went through it and I look at the brokerage, viewed by traders. It says an able brokerage, minimize your profit today and then with FSWay. It's why it's saying they are still able brokerage. So no problem about that. But I now begin to research. I found out that the company they're talking about have been for almost getting to 2 years now. They have been on, but they're marketing as if they just come in new and they don't have a license. So that means they're just floating. Then I begin to check more about it. Now, let's look at it. Let's research now. You can compare brokers if you want to. Just somebody that wants to pick broker to trade with. You can click on compare, and then you bring up, like you see now, this is that FSWay that I talked about. It's 1.18, only 1 star for somebody who give them. Then this one have been here for either 15 to 20 years. I think they have 9.19 that they have. No market have been either, this is 20 to 25. I think this is 10 to 15 or 15 to 10, something like that. And then 7.2 about 4 star. So this one have 3.5 star and just or not up to 1 year. But now I want to let me check IP capital with FSWay. Later, maybe I will now remove because I can only do, let me see, I will do about 3. Are you getting? So let me do about 3 of it. Let me do about 3. Let me remove this. Please, somebody who on this thing, you can remove it so that you allow people. I've already closed it, but some people may not be seeing my right. You get it? So you can just off your video, so that you make it easy for people to see what I'm doing on my right. Okay, thank you. So now, look at it, you now see IP capital. Let me remove, because I can't do 4, you will not see it properly. I want to compare. We want to compare these 4 brokers now. Let me see if you can show properly. Let me see. Let me start. So that I can compare. If not okay, I can remove and do. So I want to compare the one that I told you that they are promoting. This one that is making maps, all of them are trying to promote it and said it's okay, it's fine for us to start with it. And then when they showed me about it, I have to really go and research. Making all the when I researched, I was ashamed of what I saw. Even the person that showed me this site, I lost confidence in her straight. There's nothing she'll tell me that I'll believe again, because I don't believe that she doesn't do her research. It's not about, okay, now look at it. Okay, the 4 is small. Make it small, but I will try, then I can remove some of them. Okay, let me see. Okay, now look at it. We have the scores. This is, if you look at the scores now, it's not showing properly, but let me see. If it's not, I can remove it. I want to make it a bit big. Let me make it big. If you see me, let me make it small. Okay, I think like this is fine. So now we have Intelligent Prime, we have Go Market, we have FSWay, and then we have iMarket. So I will be moving it one by one like this. Now we have this one here. As you come here now, we are not comparing four brokers now. We're comparing 4 brokers. So let's see, what are we going to compare them with? The score that this wiki FS gave them, and then who regulatory status. And then when we look at the score now, this one is Intelligence Prime. They gave it 6.37. Go Market have 7.36. FSWay, which I told you they are marketing now for those who withdrew their money, that they asked them to withdraw, so they withdrew their money and then start putting it here, have 1.18. Then now they have 1.18. Then now we have iMarket, we have 9.19. Now let's go back again. We go from here, then regulatory status. Now we have Intelligence Prime is regulated, Go Market is regulated. Then we now go to that FSWay, you can see it here, no regulatory. So the account is not regulated. We are going to go to their system. They say they are not regulated, no regulatory. Then IC Market, regulated. Now we move back again to another thing that we want to check here. Another thing that we want to check, which is now the guarantees. Now, which one do they guarantee? That's BKFS guarantee now. Now they say that Intelligence Prime is under guarantee. That means they guarantee it. Are you getting? Then now, if you move to Go Market, even Go Market, they say no guarantee. Then you go to FSWay, they say no guarantee. They still don't have regulator and they can't guarantee them as well. But this one is regulated but no guarantee. Then IC Market is regulated and it's under guarantee. That's their own guarantee. Not that I'm guaranteeing it, but I'm just showing you what BKFS said. Okay, they guarantee people in IP capital. These are the things that we saw when we were doing research that we said, let's go into it. So there are IC Market is under guarantee, but even Go Market is regulated, but it's not under guarantee with them. Now, let's go back. What are we checking again? The next thing that we're checking now is survey. So they say that this nobody have surveyed, but Go Market have one good survey. FSWay, no survey yet. No survey, whether good or bad. Then this one have one good survey. That's fine. Okay, now let's go to risk evaluation. Risk evaluation. Let me close this one. What's the next thing? Risk evaluation. If I want to take risk evaluation, you say this one risk warning. That's warning on that. So let's see. Intelligence Prime have no risk evaluation, no risk warning. Go Market have 2 risk warning. Then FS have 1 risk warning. And then IC Market have no risk warning. That's it. That is, the ones that are under guarantees don't have risk warning. Then we have established. When are they established? When are they established them? They have that. If you look at that, you now see that IP capital is within 1 year. Then Go Market is 15 to 20 years. And now the FSWay is 1 to 2 years. You can see that it's 1 to 2 years. 1 to 2 years. Let me move it like this. FSWay is 1 to 2 years. You can see it here. Then IC Market is 10 to 15 years. 10 to 15 years. Now, regulatory license. Which regulatory license do they have? Intelligence Prime have regulatory license from ASEC. Now, this Go Market have from 2, ASEC and FSA. Then, no, they have been for 15 to 20 years, so maybe they have one, they decided to have another one for another country. Then this one, FSA, nobody is licensing them, they don't know or something. Then IC Market have from the same ASEC, and then CYSEC, and they have been for 10 to 15 years. You know that this ASEC is a very strong regulatory body. They almost have, if you look at the top brokers, they are regulated because they have their measures are very strict. They don't take any, all brokers, they register, they regulate, they comply strict measures. They give them strict measures, stringent measures to follow and all those things. So these are the kind of people they regulate. But this FS, some of them are just marketing it as if it's new. It has been here for almost getting to 2 years. And they are marketing it that, oh, this is now new. This is the best thing for us to do now. We have found another able brokerage that will have to do business and all that. Do you know the funny part of it? These people, if you go to the here now, they look at MT4, Intelligence Prime have MT4. Then Go Market have MT4. Are you getting? It's good. But you know that these people actually don't have MT4. This FS way, they don't have MT4. You are trading on their website. They trade, every of their trade happens inside here. You log into your account, you trade. So they begin to open and begin to see money, and they are jumping into it and say that's it. If every broker must have at least an MT4 or MT5, they don't have anyone. So this one have MT4 and MT5. You understand? So now they say, okay, whether to support cryptocurrencies. All these ones supported cryptocurrency. You know, IC market support cryptocurrency. Every way they say they support cryptocurrency. People are paying with cryptocurrency. And then what they said here that Intelligent Prime is support cryptocurrency. No, it's only FS that they are trading. This boat just came off recent. So that's why it's showing no. But they support every other one, they supported cryptocurrency because they have been here for years. So either they started without, and they supported cryptocurrency. Some of them will be trading only forex. Later they move into cryptos and other things. So, but now we have the Master C boards that trade and all. So what am I trying to say? To cut the long story short, if you look at this now, you find out that there are people who are doing something. This is FSWay. So let's search FSWay here to see, so that you see even there's a warning, FSWay, but yet people don't. But you know all these things, it's just like you just want to check to be sure of what you want to do. But not that because you have to take risks that's worth it. You check properly. So that what for people, they are not regulated. This is FSWay, it's not regulated. So when you click on it here, because they say no license, warning, no score, please stay away. It has been verified that this broker currently has no valid regulatory. Please be aware of the risk. Yet, some people will just rush and still be doing business with them. They say no valid regulatory information. Please be aware of the risk. So they need to tell you so you know. But some people don't do research. They just come and they have done marketing. They are doing videos about it everywhere. And these people are from, when you look at it, you say, oh, they are from US, so they know better. You think that they know, they don't know better. They just move in because they need money. We don't market because we want people to gather money because we need money. No, we want you to make money and put it back into crypto that will make money for you. So why are we sending you to a place where we have seen that this thing looks like? Me, I'm a perfectionist. And we want things, that's who we are. We want things done right. Am I happy with what is happening at IPC right now? No. But are they fully regulated? Are they really the right people to do business? Yes, but why is this happening like this and not? But they are putting things in order. I'm waiting for it to happen. I'm still checking. Their regulatory license is still intact. This thing is still intact. Everything is fine. So they can be reported, but I don't want anybody to report them for now. I want so that it will not affect them in the future. So let them continue. Trading is going on. Things are happening. So we want to see what will happen this Saturday, how things is going to turn out. Because for me, I said, okay, let's give them 2-3 weeks and all that. Stop registration. Everybody stop registering any new person. Let's watch what is happening and whatever, and then we begin to make withdrawal. I believe they just want to bring back things. They are being watched. It's not like in cryptocurrency exchanges. We are, most things they are not being. It's now that they are bringing regulatory into exchanges. Before you come in, you must do this. For you to do business here, you must do the other one. For them to be able to do business. If not before, they don't have this kind of measures where you can go and report, I don't have withdrawal. Please go and look for me. You don't even talk. Maybe you talk to the support. The support is not responding. The next thing you just go, either you go to the a regulatory body, or you follow a third party because they know how to go their ways. You come here and report them, they will now find a way to go and get this. And when you look at this, doesn't mean that the people cannot report them. If you look at the ones I was checking here, you can look at this now, where they were talking about this, the expo, like the one I'm looking here now, Wheezy exposition. Even this one, Go Market, that have been here, despite it has no guarantee, but it have been here, it have 42 customer exposures. Despite that, people have reported them. People have already come and order because they have been here. When you stay for 15 to 20 years, and you have 42 customer exposure, that means 42 customers are reported. So that's why we said, despite they are regulated, this does not mean that people do not have time to go. But now, if you report a broker that is not regulated, that they have warned you to stay away, they may not listen to you. You are just reporting. But if it's because they don't know who to talk to, if they go to the company may not respond. So they don't take that. But if it's a broker that is regulated, they know who to talk. If they just talk to the regulators, they will be shaking. They will settle your problems, right? So that you go. They don't want trouble. But when they are not regulated, they have issues because there's no perfect system. Even with all these things, they can still have problems. But that will make you that, okay, this risk I'm taking is calculated. But you have to make sure that you understand that this risk is worth it. Let me do it. So if anything happens, okay, I'm not a fool. I research properly. I check everything is fine before I put in my money. Somebody will say, this is when somebody now go and put money into this kind of company. And then maybe you now come here now. If you are part of us with all the things that we do, you now come and put money into that this FSUA. Somebody say, even you said, why should you put money in this kind of a thing? You say, I didn't know. Look at what I'm showing you. The company is bad. Even they are warning you to stay away and you put your money, you will feel bad to yourself. That with all that you know, you take your money and go and give people just like that. But when you did your homework properly, you will say, I did my best. If you don't take risk in life, then forget about being rich. Forget it is not for you. But you have to take calculated one by looking properly to be sure that what you are doing worth it. And once you want it, not by putting money in this kind of thing. I'm not demarketing them. I'm just showing facts. You get it? So in case, because this video will be in YouTube and all that, I'm not demarketing anybody. Anybody that is there, I'm not telling you to leave and all that. So it's just that I'm stating facts based on what I see. So you now decide on what to do and which one you want to do. The only one that I just saw that they were doing that I still research and see that is good is this one. When I researched it, I look into what they are doing and I check their official site and it's good. I do my own research and everything. And I say, this thing worth it. And I'm doing it. It's part of what I do because it's good. I like it. So, but this one, to talk about it, I look at this, I said, no. It doesn't work because based on what I research, I'm not seeing anything. I can't put my money. If I can't put my money there, I can't put anybody's money there. I need to be sure what I'm doing. Where is it coming from? If they like, let them make $1 million with this company. I'm not putting one there. As long as I see this kind of thing, because if anything happens, I can't even forgive myself. You get it? So these are the things we want to show you to make you understand that these are the reasons why we take the step that we took. We look into it. It's not about, let's join the bandwagon, let's join and let's make the money of IPC and all that. No, that's why we are not like other people, the way they talk and all that. There's something that we saw. There's something that is guiding us. But now, me as a person, I just look at it that, okay, if IPC come and when they just start doing all they have to do, I have to advise everybody, okay, let's just continue making withdrawal every Saturday. Every Saturday, make withdrawal, don't compound yet. Start withdrawing money, and then we'll give you, steps on how to follow as we go. But for the regulations, for the company, if they are not, there are companies that have the problem that they had. You will not talk about it again, it's gone. You can't even see the site open. it's gone. Just forget about it. There's nobody to talk to, nobody is holding them, nobody is disturbing them. With what they have, they're supposed to go down for 3 days to fix it. But why did they come back fast? It's not because of you, it's because of the regulator. That's why. If it's for you, they can stay for 1 week, tell you we are working the site. Who will you report to? Nobody. You calm down and wait. And if they didn't come back, but because the regulator, they have to. They need to come back that same day, or else there will be problem. Somebody will talk. Although many people who are doing IPC, they may not have some of the information that we have. They are just doing like we have seen another money-making opportunity and they are doing. So they don't even know where to go. They don't even know who to talk to. They don't even have the right information about what they do. That's why they didn't market it properly. If they have the information that we have, they won't be marketing it the way they are marketing it. It's not a market woman thing. But they are just like, another opportunity has come, let's jump in. But this is something that they would have come down and get the right information to the people and come up with the right information. So now it is time for me to stop. I appreciate all of you for this. So it's time for us to now have our interactive session. So I hand it over to Boss. Continue from here.